What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rongloo. We back with another reaction video. Today's reaction video, we coming with something a little different from the norm, what I normally react to. Today's video, we're going to be talking about how many views you need on YouTube to quit your job. Now, shout out to Mac Moolah. Shout out to my boy Mac Moolah. I fuck with your content gang heavy. We from the same city, so I gotta support. You feel me? Another Chicago YouTuber. He done been established in the game for a very long time. Shout out to Mac Moolah for sure, for sure. I give props when props is due. And the fact that he's making this video is a very big deal because this type of video is very detrimental to other YouTubers. Like a lot of big YouTubers kind of withhold this type of information from people because, you know, they think like they don't want to see other people win and eat. So the fact that Mac Moolah is doing this type of video to upcoming YouTubers, to young dudes like who trying to quit their job and trying to make it out and trying to beat the system and beat the matrix is big, bro. Shout out to Mac Moolah, bro. And the fact that he's not the only dude that's been doing this type of video as of recently. I didn't see shout out to AB Academy. I didn't see him do this video too. I done seen both of them just do this video recently, and I'm like, bro, this is a big deal. This is a big deal for up and coming YouTubers like myself. So I have to react to this, and I have to give my opinion, and I gotta take notes. This live, y'all. Hold on, 1 second. Yes, we are. This is a live video, y'all. I don't care, you know. I could have cut it out and been like, hold on, like, nah, bro. I had to go grab my notebook because I will actually be taking notes on everything he's saying. And on top of that, I watched a video that he released probably like last week or something, and I took notes in that, but I ain't record that video. So this time we actually reacting to the video. And I hope that this video comes across people that are up and coming YouTubers that plan on eventually getting monetized and changing their life through YouTube, bro. Everybody can eat, bro. Everybody, the way I see it, everybody can eat at this stuff, bro. Everybody, there's room for everybody to win and get some money, bro. You feel me? The world want us to go against each other and think we in competition with one another. No, bro. It's enough out here for everybody. It's enough out here for everybody, bro. But without further ado, let's get into the reaction video, man.
What's up, everybody, over here on the Mac Moolah Finance channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you the exact formula for you to understand how many views you're going to need to get on YouTube per month in order to quit your job. All right. So not only am I going to give you guys the formula, I'm also going to show you real life examples, as I always do, for my main channel, which is my biggest channel, which is currently at about 840,000 subscribers, coming up on 1 million. You know what I'm saying? Give me a round of applause for that. Thank you. Thank you. We support each other here on the finance channel.
For sure.
We
that's a big milestone, gang. Shout out to you, Mac Moolah, my boy. Good stuff, gang. Because that's a big milestone. 1 million subscribers. A lot of people don't understand the magnitude of having 1 million subs. That's a big number. You have to be doing YouTube for a long, consistent, and persistent amount of time to get that much subscribers. So shout out to you.
All right. So I know most of you guys, we're going to get right into it. So I know most of you guys probably work jobs, and I know a lot of you guys work jobs that are not necessarily careers. Now, listen, a career and a job are two different things, okay? And like I said in the last video that I made similar to this, in order for you to quit your job, it all depends on where you work and who you work for. If you're in a full-blown career, meaning you're a lawyer or a doctor or a CPA or an accountant, and you're making 6 figures a year, it's going to take you a little bit longer to quit your job. But I know that most people don't do that. Most people work regular everyday jobs, and they're not necessarily in careers, right? So the good news for you guys, the guys, especially the younger guys that might work at Target or as a cashier or at Old Navy or anything like that, at the gas station, at the car wash, anything like that. The good thing,
those jobs are the easiest to come up off of, like, and quit immediately. Like, if you blow up off YouTube and get monetized, you can quit those jobs immediately, literally. Like, I wish I was doing YouTube when I was younger, because my first job was Target. I was working at Target. I was 17, 18. I could have been doing YouTube I could have been staying consistently way longer type stuff. So, like, those type of jobs, bro, to any young dude that's out there that's in high school or in college or whatever, bro, you have it good at that point in time before you get older to like 21, 22, where you probably at a better job and you making more money. You see what I'm saying? But me, my situation, I work at Amazon now, so I bring in roughly about 2,500 around that per month. So I get paid every week. I get paid about 700 every week. So I roughly make about 2,800, round it up to 3,000 per month, really. So it's kind of harder, but not really though, because the income of a retail worker is more than that. They get paid every 2 weeks. If you work 40 hours every 2 weeks, that's 1,200 a check or whatever. And they make about probably more, but
Thing about you and your position that you're in right now, it is very easy for you to replace the income that you're making from your job with YouTube videos and social media in general. All right. So I looked up the average price for a Target worker. Just a regular sales associate or inventory associate or something like that. So the average is about $3,200 per month. So that's about what you would take home, $3,200 per month. When I was working a job, I made a lot less than that, but minimum wage, when I started working, I haven't worked a job since like 2018. When I first started working, it was 2017 when I was first getting out of high school. That was my very, 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 very first job. And then at that time, I was making $12 an hour, which was good money back then, because I think minimum wage was like $8.25 in Chicago or something like that. So I was making like $12 an hour. And I still wasn't bringing home $3,000 a month because I was working part-time.
I came into the game good. I was making 16 off bat.
Okay. So anyway, so $3,200 a month. I want you to replace this. I want you to replace this number with however much you make on average. Calculate your average last 3 months and put that right here. Okay.
Okay.
I'll try to have this document in the description for free, and you guys can download it and use it however you want. All right. So the revenue formula. So revenue is going to equal your views divided by 1,000, and that's going to be your CPM. Okay. So on YouTube, if you don't know, you get paid based on how many thousands of views you get. So everybody's CPM is different. Okay. Which is really RPM. So we can kind of change that. We could change that to RPM, because CPM is the cut that YouTube takes. So that's how much you get paid overall. RPM is what you keep. Okay. So
right. In YouTube, they need their cut because, you know, it's their company. So that makes sense.
RPM. Most people's RPM is going to be $10, give or take. It's going to be anywhere between $7 to $10. For most channels, it's going to be $10. If you're doing something crazy, something weird, something controversial, you'll have a lot lower RPM, which means you'll get a lot less money per 1,000 views. Okay.
Okay.
So however much money you want, that's going to equal the views you get divided by 1,000, and that's going to be your RPM. Okay. So for example, if you get 1 million views, you're going to divide that by 1,000, and then you're going to multiply that 1,000 by your RPM. So if your RPM is
$10, which is the average I heard.
$10.
Yep.
Right?
Knew it.
Then you're going to, and let's say you get 1 million views. You're going to get 1 million views and you divide that by 1,000. That would be 1,000. So then you take whatever this number is. When you do this math, you take that number and you multiply that by whatever your RPM is, which is going to be $10. So if you got 1 million views in a month and your RPM is $10, you'll be getting about $10,000. Okay. So
that's not bad. And the way that they're breaking it down is very, very calculated. The way that he's breaking it down is very, very smart, and it's very, very informative, because he said if you get 1 million in a month, you don't have to get 1 million in one video. You don't need 1 million views in one video. You only need 1 million in total. So that means you can have 10, 16, 20 videos that add up to 1 million views, and you'll make $10,000 off of YouTube in that month. You see what I'm saying? Like that, this is crazy, bro. And I'm so glad and so happy that we have people like this to break this type of information down to up and coming YouTubers like myself, because this helps a lot. This gives people the right information and the right faith in terms of becoming a full-time YouTuber. You see what I'm saying? Because if this type of information wasn't out here, a lot of people have to learn out the hard way and learn, like, you know. So the fact that he's saying all of this and giving us this information and game is very, very appreciative. Like, for real, I appreciate this, bro. Shout out to Magmula. Like for real.
Here's a perfect example. Another example: 100,000 divided by 1,000 multiplied by 10 is 1,000. All right. So the
Let me
next
jot
step,
that down too.
you need to reverse the formula to find how many views you actually need. Okay. So the target income, however much you want to make, you're going to divide that by your RPM and you're going to multiply that by 1,000. Okay. So, for example, if you need $3,200, so let's just type in $3,200, and our RPM, let's say our RPM is again $10, and then we're going to multiply that by 1,000. All right. So let's just do some simple math here. So remember, this is the math. Oh, snap. This is the math that we're doing right now. Okay. Just so everybody following me. So $3,200, divide that by 10. Okay. And then multiply that by 1,000. Y'all always ask me to show y'all exactly how to get rich on YouTube. So I made a full blown now. All right. So I'm not just thousands, just sitting in my arm how to need 150 on 120,000.
I think he was promoting the membership. I'm not gonna lie, like the membership, I low key might consider joining. The only reason why I don't join memberships and stuff like that, because it ain't an ego thing. I just got a lot of pride. Like, I'm not saying I'm closed minded and I won't take help from people in terms of YouTube or anything. Like, I listen to people that's been doing stuff longer than me. Like, I'll definitely listen and take heed of certain advice, but I feel like some things, like, I'm better off with alone, like my own way. You see how I'm reacting to this video of him breaking down the formula because I need to know this. But in terms of like, I heard in his membership he was helping people edit and clip it. Like, I want to do that on my own. Like, I want to learn that on my own. Like, you feel me? Like, and that's no disrespect of none of that. It's just simply because I'm a man that likes to figure stuff out on my own, not on no ego or no prideful stuff. Just like, I just like to prove to myself that I can do it, if that makes sense, you know? So yeah, that's why I like don't really be joining people's memberships and stuff like that. But in the near future, definitely, for sure. Like, definitely. Let me jot this little thing down real quick and then we're gonna get on. Okay.
So you need 320,000 views, give or take, to replace your job. Okay. So the final answer is, if you're making $3,200 a month, this can all be changed based on how much you're making. The final answer here would be 320,000 views per month to quit your job. Okay. And so here's a quick cheat sheet. So if you have a $10, change that to RPM. If you have a $10 RPM, you'll need 300,000 views to make 3,000 a month.
And that's exactly what I make. 300,000 views a month. And no, I'm very aware I don't need that in one video. You don't need that. It can be a bunch. It could be 20, 40, 50 videos I made and uploaded them in that 1 month, and they all add up to 300,000 views. Like, bro, this
views to make 5,000 a month, and 1 million views to make 10,000 a month, and 2 million views will be 20,000 a month. Okay, so if you ever want to know how much, give or take, about how much a YouTuber is making, which you'll never really know the exact price unless he shows you. If you ever want to know how much money a YouTuber is making, you go over here to viewstats.com. Okay.
Okay.
You go to viewstats.com, which is a Mr. Beast platform, and I'm going to log in really quickly. Hold on. Log in over here, actually.
Of course, Mr. Beast made it.
See my login. Log in with Google. All right, cool. So you come over here to viewstats.com. And if you want to look up anybody who's a popular YouTuber we can think about, let's go Kai Cenat. If you want to go to Kai Cenat's page and you want to see how much money, give or take, he's making, like I said, you'll never know the exact amount. All right. So this actually shows his whole views. I want to see his long form videos. So his long form videos in the last 28 days have made 31 million views. Okay.
That's
so
crazy.
If we go back to,
bro, that's crazy. Wait, hold on, y'all. Let me jot that last little step file there. I missed the part, you know, because I gotta take these notes, bro. I be really studying stuff and just really trying to soak stuff in. Like, bro, this is real, bro. People don't appreciate these type of people. Like, people, it's so much, like, the world is such in a great place right now in terms of people helping other people out. like with education, wealth, health, finance, everything. Like, bro, if you young, bro, it don't matter if you young or old, but I'm specifically saying if you young. If you young, get up on this stuff now, bro. Like, if I could go to 18, if I could go back to 18 and stay consistently with, like, stay consistent with YouTube and stuff and all this stuff, bro, I would did it, like, bro, it would have been crazy, bro. But, you know, I just didn't want it enough back then. But we here now. That's all that matters. You see what I'm saying? So, but my best advice to anybody that's younger than me, I'm 21. If you younger than me, if you 19, 18 specifically, gang, get up on this YouTube stuff now, bro. If you just got your first job at Amazon or something, because I work at Amazon too. If you work at Amazon at 18, you lit. I ain't gonna lie. That's a lit job at 18. 40 hours a week, 700, bringing home 700 a week. That's lit. That's lit if you 18, especially if you ain't paying no bills. That's lit. So you definitely have the advantage in that regard. You can save your bread, get you a PC, get you some YouTube equipment or whatever. If you want to stream, or if you want to IRL stream, or if you want to vlog, or if you want to do desktop, what I'm doing, stack your bread, bro. I'm telling you, it's so easy to stack your money at Amazon. You get paid every week. Your money should not be coming in and going out instantly and simultaneously. No, don't buy them Jordans. Don't buy them purple jeans. None of that stuff. Like, save your bread, bro, for real. But plug back to this video. I got off topic a little bit. I'm just so passionate about this topic because this is something that needs to be spread around more. We need to all be able to help each other without it feeling like ego and jealousy and envy getting involved in the mix. Like, it's enough out here for everybody to eat, bro. I'm telling you, it's enough. We all eat. Everybody eats. For real. Everybody eats, man. Why everybody can't be successful? Why the world got to be wealthy, middle class, and poor? Why everybody can't just be wealthy? You see what I'm saying? But that's how the world is, man. Let me write this down though. Target income divided by CPM times 1,000 is how many views needed.
Oh, that's insane, bro. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. 31 million views, 28 days. This man hasn't streamed in 6 months. All right, so if we take, oh man, that's crazy.
No,
okay,
that's crazy.
If we take that,
bro,
and we just put 31 million on that.
He ain't been on YouTube in 6 months.
And let's say his RPM is $10 too. So let's just.
That's absurd.
Oh my God. Let's just do. I just want to show y'all, like, this is a man who hasn't streamed, hasn't uploaded videos in 6 months, and he's still pulling in 30 million views every month.
Bro.
So that goes to show you that YouTube is really digital real estate.
No,
it's
for
an
real.
asset. Every video that you upload is an asset that could potentially pay you forever. Okay.
No, real
31
stuff.
million views. I divide that by 1,000
because people
and
still
I'm going to get
31,000.
So this is how many views. This is how many times I got 1,000 views. Catching that right now. And let's say his RPM is $10. Simple math will show you that he made $310,000 in the last 28 days and he hasn't even. We can go to his channel.
Oh my God.
He hasn't even posted. Whenever you want to find out how much a YouTuber is making, do this formula, and you'll see he hasn't posted in 3 months on his channel. He hasn't streamed in 6 months. And even that's one post. He really hasn't been posting in 6 months. But all these videos the views will never go down. They can only go up. So he has 3,000 videos on his channel. Those are all assets that people sit here and watch all day. And he obviously makes money from that, okay? So here's a real world example. This is a video that I made not too long ago. So it's about, not even 10 days old. You see, I published this March 22nd. It made me $1,504.67. And right now I'm at 101,000 views. And you'll see that my RPM is about $16. So sometimes you're going to have RPMs that are higher. Sometimes you'll have RPMs that are a lot lower. Okay. So this video is a 28-minute video, and you can click on it and show you. I sat here and reacted to a compilation of the worst of a bunch of shootings that happened during hood vlogs. I got 100,000 views in 10 days. I made $1,500 off of the video. Okay. So sometimes you can have a higher RPM. And sometimes you can have a lower RPM. It all depends on the video. You're not going to get paid the same for every video. Right. So this video, for example, the RPM for this video is $15. I got paid $900. The last one was $16, right? So these are actually very good RPMs. Right. But if you look at something like this, where I'm reacting to the live murders, IG live murders, I only got $7. So remember I told you that you can pretty much predict that your videos, unless you're doing something extremely crazy, you'll be getting anywhere between $7 to $10. Really anywhere between $7 to $20, but that's a huge range. Most of your videos are going to fall within $7 to $10 for 90% of the content on YouTube right now. Okay. So if you want to quit your job and you need, let's go back, and you need $3,200 to quit your job, you only need 320,000 views per month in order for you to make that. Okay. So if I was to advise you guys when you should quit your job, I would say quit your job as soon as possible, but it's different for a lot of people. If you're a person who is 18 years old, you're working your first job right now, you don't pay any bills, maybe you pay your phone bill, but you still live with your parents, you in and out of community college or something like that, you're fresh out of high school, anything like that, or let's say it's the end of the year right now, so maybe you're about to graduate, maybe you've been working for a few months and you're about to graduate high school. I would say as soon as you come anywhere remotely close to the number that you make at your job, you should quit as soon as possible.
Exactly.
The reason I think you should quit as soon as possible is because the sooner you quit, the more money, the more time you will have to collect the funds and earn the money that you want to make. So if you can make $3,200 a month, let's say you make $3,200 working at Target or Walmart. If you can make $2,500 a month, which is $700 less than you make at that job, if you can do that while you're working a job, I think you can double that if you're not working a job.
Exactly. No, real shit. Bro, if you making that much money, if you making $2,500 off YouTube at 17, 18 years old, 19 years old, bro, quit your job immediately. I just literally just said that. Like, you shouldn't even want to work. You should be like, oh man, I'm out of here. Because the sooner you start, the better. You ain't got a house. You ain't got to pay rent. You ain't got, you feel me? You're not living on your own. So you don't need that job. And, you can invest your whole time into YouTube. You see what I'm saying? Now, my situation is quite different. You feel me? I pay rent. I got a phone bill. I got a car. You see what I'm saying? I got other bills and stuff. So I have to work my job until YouTube is literally above and beyond the means of what I earn at my job. So I can't afford to quit, which is cool, but
what I'm saying? So you could work a job, your job might work 8 hours a day, right? But it takes you got to get up an hour. It takes you an hour to get dressed. You got to go work 8 hours. You got an hour break at lunch, and then it takes you another 30 minutes to get home. So you're really talking about, it might be 9 to 5, but it's really like 7 to 7.
Exactly.
Right? And in realistic terms, you're probably not done with your job until 7 p.m. So if you can have 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. allocated to this job and still manage to make anywhere close to $3,200 a month on your YouTube channel, I think you should quit as soon as possible. If you're in a position where you don't have bills, you still live with your mom, you're just getting out of high school, maybe your rent is, if you do have rent, is super cheap or whatever the case is, right? If you're in a situation like that, I think you should quit as soon as you can. Because like I said, if you can make $2,000, if you can make $3,200 at your job, but you can make $2,000 on YouTube, even though you spend 12 hours at your job, I think you can make $4,000 a month if you quit that. Okay. So that's that. Now, some people, everybody is in different situations. So I want to guide you guys into the right direction. If you have kids, for example, if you have a girlfriend, if you have rent, let's say you live on your own, you don't have the luxury of living with your parents. Maybe you have a car note to worry about. You got rent to worry about. You got light bills. You still got to pay for toiletries. You still want to go out on the weekend sometimes. Maybe you pay for Netflix, right? Maybe your bills are too much. I would say don't quit your job until you're making close to at least 1.5 as much as this. So this is $3,200. Divide that by 2. That's $1,600. So if you have $1,600 plus $3,200, that'd be $4,800. I think that's when you should quit your job. Okay. When you're making your job plus another 50% of your already totaled out income, I think that's when you should quit. If you have rent, car note, phone bill, light bill, water bill, Netflix. If you're paying for your entire lifestyle, so if you're like 22, 23 years old right now, you just moving out your parents' house, you just graduating college, you should you should quit when you make a good amount more so that you have a solid base. Okay. But again, I'm going to revert. It all depends on what job you're working. If you're working at Target, I think you should quit as soon as possible. If you're working for TurboTax, or you're working maybe at a higher up position, maybe you're a supervisor at Target, maybe you're a manager at Target, I think you should wait a little longer, right? Because you won't be able to easily replace those type of jobs. But if you're just a sales associate at Target, if you just stock shelves at Walmart, you can always get a fucking Walmart job. I think you should quit as soon as you can so that you can lock in on YouTube becoming a full-fledged business and a full-time job for you. I think you should lock in on that as soon as possible. And the only risk you'll be taking is, okay, I'm going to quit my Target job. But if I want to fucking go apply to work at Walmart in a month because the YouTube thing is not working as fast as I thought it could, I can do that. If I want to go do 3 or 4 or 5 DoorDash orders a day and make up that same money I was making at my job, I can do that. It's more about time in this. You don't want to focus too much on the money. You want to focus on the time, because you need time to be able to sit your ass down, lock in on YouTube, and make all the money that you want. The reason that I can make $100,000+ a month on YouTube is because I have time I wake up at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever I want to wake up. I wake up and my only job is to do content. I run my businesses, but most of my businesses are revolved around content. So as long as I wake up and make content, I can make 100,000, I can make 200,000, I can make 300,000, I can make 75,000. It all fluctuates, but I can lock in and focus because I don't have that burden of time hanging over my head. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to quit your job, I think you will need at least 320,000 views a month in order for you to get that job. So if we break 320,000 down into 30 days in a month, we're in April, so there's 30 days in this month. You need 10,000 views, 666 views per day in order to reach that goal. Okay. So remember, and I'm going to show you guys this, and this is something I have to nail home, guys. And I teach you guys how to do this and how to maximize this in my course. So you have to go get my course as soon as possible. Okay. It's only $150 and it can change your entire life. You spent more than $150 on video games this year. There's no reason why you can't spend $150 to learn how to change your life. Okay. So if you look up here, I've got I'm in a down spiral right now, but I've got 404,000 views in the last 48 hours, which equals out to about 200,000 views a day. But if you look at my channel just yesterday, these are the videos I posted yesterday, nowhere near 200,000, but I have 2.2 thousand videos on my channel. Okay. So all these videos continue to get views. I don't care about the flops. You see this 4,000 views in 14 hours? That would discourage a lot of people. I don't care about that because I need it all to add up. I don't care about how many views I get per video.
He took the words right out of my mind, gang. Like, because I'm an up and coming YouTuber. So a lot of YouTubers, I hear about it and I be seeing it. A lot of YouTubers get discouraged when their views get low and when people don't watch their videos. Bro, I'm literally up and coming, bro. It's been, bro, no doubt. When I first started, I just started YouTube in November of 2025. That's when I got my PC, my equipment, all my setup and stuff. And my first video did about 800 views. Now, that instant gratification hit me. I was like, yeah, I'm finna go up with this YouTube stuff. But in the back of my mind was telling me, like, slow down, bro. Like, don't let the views get to your head, because that can be a sign of that can be a trick, because views fluctuate. Views fluctuate, gang. That's what you got to understand as a YouTuber. Views fluctuate. Your views will not be on a consistent and in the same basis all the time, every day, all day. Sometimes some videos might get lower views than others. It all depends. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about just having that consistency in the back of your head. Like, as long as I keep uploading content, I'm good. It don't matter about the views. The views is just views. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get discouraged about that.
How many views I get per day, per month, per year. Okay. Because there are a lot of channels a lot bigger than me that post a lot less than me that get a lot less money than me per month. right? But they might get 1 million views per video, which is great, but they only post 1 video a month.
Exactly.
So they're only going to get 1 million views a month, maybe 2, because there are other videos that get views. If I'm going to post 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 a day, well, now it opens up for me the opportunity to be making 4 or 5 times what this bigger YouTuber is making. Okay. So if my sweet spot, your sweet spot should be to secure about 2,000 views per video, no matter what. If you can get 2,000 views per video and you only need 10,666 views per day in order to quit your job, theoretically, you can post 5 videos a day and quit your job.
Bro, this dude is so smart, gang. He breaking this stuff down to the core. Shout out to Mac Moolah, bro. Shout out to Mac Moolah, gang. For real, shorty. Because he breaking this shit down. So you need 2,000. If you, bro, that formula works for me because that's about how much I make around that range. So I need 2,000 and upload. I need 2,000 views on 5 videos just to get 10,000 views per day in order to that to add up to the sum I make in my money, the sum I make in my job. I mean, and for that money to be equivalent or more. That's crazy, bro.
5 videos a day could maybe take you 3 hours to do. So in that 3 hour span, you can make the same amount of money that it takes you 12 hours a day to make at your job.
Exactly.
So now if you can allocate 12, now that same 12 hours, remember, this is where YouTubers go wrong. That same 12 hours you were working at Walmart and you were giving Target, you were waking up at 7, you was getting up, you was leaving the house by 7:45, you was getting to work by 8:50, you was clocking in at 8:59, you was working from 9 until 2, from 2 to 3 you was on lunch, from 3 to 6 you finished your shift and you came home and you took a shower and the day was over. Okay? If you can do that for that job, you can do the same thing for yourself.
Exactly.
That's where YouTubers go wrong. Is they give more effort, more energy, and more time into the job. And then once they make it on YouTube, they only work an hour a day. They only work three days a week for 4 hours a day.
Exactly. You can't
That's
do that.
where the mistake comes. When you have somebody like me who puts those same 12 hours that I used to put in at my job, or 10 hours or 8 hours, I put those same hours into myself that I did the job. Now I can make an abundant amount of money. So again, the sweet spot, 2,000 views a video. If you can average 2,000 views a video and you spend that same 8 hours at your job, 8 hours on YouTube that you spent at your job, now I think you can produce 10 videos a day. And if you can produce 10 videos a day, averaging 2,000 views a video, you can make 20,000 views a day, which will equal out to $200 a day. And if you can make $200 a day, 30 days in a month, simple math will tell you that that's $6,000, which is almost double what you're making at your job. Only averaging 2,000 views per day.
Per day.
Now, here's the formula, okay? This is more, everything I'm teaching in the course is in the course, guys. Like when I tell you, let me show you guys the course real quick. Okay, guys, so this is the course right now. You have early access to get this course right now. I'm showing you every little thing, and these are long videos. I'm showing you the equipment you need. I'm showing you how to develop your online character. I'm telling you the fundamentals of finding your niche, positioning, how to film with viral intention, turn everyday life into content, 7-figure YouTube method, how to turn clips into cash, how to distribute clips for monetization. And I'm not done. I'm uploading another 3 hours of content today in the course. Go get this is as cheap as it's going to be, bro. When I tell you I'm giving you guys everything you need to make sure that this formula is foolproof, I'm showing you exactly how to get at least 2,000 views a video and how to turn your life all the way 180, bro. I'm teaching everything is here. This is not the, upload at 2 o'clock, upload at 1 o'clock. Clap your hands 2 times, squeeze the earlobe out of my earlobe, and you're going to get 100 million views. This is not that. I'm not giving you no bullshit generic advice, no bullshit generic. I've been on YouTube for 15 years. Literally. I'm 27. I've been on YouTube since I was 11 years old.
That's crazy.
Nobody knows more than me. There's no. Why do you think none of these YouTubers can tell you more?
And the thing is, bro, I salute this game because he was consistent. Now, I've been on YouTube for about the same amount of time. No doubt. I started my YouTube channel, this channel that I'm posting up of right now. I started this channel when I was 11. The same age as him. No doubt. No bullshit. I started my channel at 11. I was posting little gaming content. You know how you be when you young. You know, you just seeing what you want to post and watching other YouTubers. I was posting little gaming content. Wasn't really consistent with it. I was posting from 11 to like 14, gained like 40 subscribers in the span because I wasn't consistent. I wasn't posting every day. I was posting every blue moon. Didn't really have equipment. Didn't really have no money to get equipment. And if had I stayed consistent and just posting every day, just trying stuff, like just kept going, I low key would have been in this position. Like, you know, like not to compare none of that, not saying it like that, but I'm saying like the consistency is such a strong thing. And honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with myself. I honestly had consistency instilled in me. Like I've been had that type of trait in me. It's just I just wasn't really aware of it back then because when you're younger, you're not really aware, you're not really self-aware as much, you really not at all really because it take a lot. Like you gotta be one of those younger kids that's like very ahead of your time. You see what I'm saying? I was still a kid at the time. I really wasn't that much self-aware of who I was and what I wanted for myself for real. So with that being said, I was doing YouTube inconsistently, but at the same time, I thought I had about 10 other different dreams. Basketball, other stuff, like really the main one was basketball, rap, all type of stuff. So it was like I was just trying stuff. But if I stayed consistent, bro, ain't no tell.
All the YouTubers can teach you is how to lack of better words, bro, how to dick ride another YouTuber, become friends with him, make videos with him, and get rich like that. I'm showing you how to do it yourself.
Exactly. And that's why I salute, gang. All these other YouTubers, they want to use other people to build their platform up. If you do that, you're not a real YouTuber, bro. I'm sorry. You are, but you're not, because you don't have an organic fan base. You don't have an organic community. You need other content creators to be in your videos for your stuff to get lit and for you to get some type of views. Like, that's an L.
Accident methods, systems that have worked for not one, not two, not three, not four, but over 30 channels that I've started.
Pop your shit, gang.
Go get the course. The link is in the description.
I salute.
You want 2,000 views a day. 2,000 views of a video. All you need. You know how easy it is to get 2,000. You can get 2,000 views on accident.
No, real stuff.
You can get 2,000 views on accident. If you're making the right type of videos. If you're following the right method. If you learn the ACE method. If you can learn, where's my ACE method? If you can learn the ACE method. And it's so simple. It's so easy. It's so simple and so easy. You wouldn't believe it. If I told you right now, you wouldn't believe it. Okay? So this is the formula. These are the goals. I'm going to put a link to this document, this blank document. I'm going to put a link to it in the description for free. You guys can download it. And you guys can put your, however much you make in a month. You can kind of calculate everything that you need so that you know where you're going. It's hard to get where you're going if you don't have a goal set. So you want to make sure you know how many views you need so that you know how much work needs to be put into it. And it gives you an overall understanding of how much action is needed for you to reach the goals that you want. Okay. It's your boy Mac Moolah Finance. I love teaching you guys this shit, man. I love it. I love it more than anything. I've turned a lot of people's lives up over the years, teaching them this YouTube and this content game, and I want to do the same for you. So click that link in the description, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
W video, man. Shout out Mac Moolah for sure. Shout out Mac Moolah for dropping this gem on YouTube because we need this type of info, man, for real. So W for Mac Moolah, man. I fuck with your content game. Keep going. You giving everybody some faith and everybody the right information that we need to step it up out here, man. So W for that. And Yeah, man, I enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. If you are an up and coming YouTuber, also let me know in the comments what's your take on this. And yeah, man, it's your boy Rongloo. We out.